On past episodes, we visited fundraising events and we've seen how business people spend time and effort helping local charities. Today, not-for-profits are struggling, donations are down, and expenses are up. However, forward-looking organizations have figured out a way to run successful businesses to help generate revenue for their efforts. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island, an organization I've personally been involved with for years, runs a successful thrift collection business. On this episode of Basso on Business, we go behind the scenes to see how they run their successful thrift business right here on Long Island. Over my career, I've met many fascinating and successful entrepreneurs. On each episode of Basso on Business, we'll highlight these visionaries. Our goal is to learn how they overcame challenges and used creativity and innovation to grow successful businesses. So I'm here with Paul Hutter. He's the Director of Operations for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island's Donation Center. Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit about the thrift business and how Big Brothers Big Sisters got involved?
Sure. About 12 years ago, we were contacted by a company called TVI. They're the parent company of Savers here on Long Island, and they asked us if we were interested in a win-win situation in which they get a hold of a charity, and together we both benefit.
Tell us a little bit about how the operations run on a day-to-day.
What we first do is we set up a calendar each month. From that, we know what towns we're going to be in. From there, basically, we set up our solicitations through the phone, also through mail, and also online scheduling.
Paul, I understand outgoing calls are very important to this organization. Can you tell us about your call center here?
What you see going on here, Bob, is a solicitation to Nassau and Suffolk counties. The people that work in this department are soliciting them. They have a presentation on their screen requesting a donation from them, letting them know that we will be on their block on a certain date. From then, our drivers will pick up the donation and bring it back to the donation center.
So here's an example of one of the trucks that you guys use. This must be a logistical nightmare. This is only one of how many trucks you have?
Well, this truck comes here every day. We fill this trailer up daily, and it takes basically about 35,000 pounds to fill this truck.
Now, I see everything stacked pretty neatly. Do you guys have a special technique to make sure things are packed in?
In the lower right-hand corner of every truck are all the hard goods, and the rest of the truck will be loaded with cartage or cloth.
Tell me a little bit about the quality of the material. I understand that some of the best in the nation comes from your center. Thrift shops offer inexpensive finds without sacrificing style. Department stores and designers will donate new clothing if they made a surplus or they're slightly irregular. By shopping at thrift stores, the money is being kept and used locally. Goods and clothing purchased from thrift stores will usually go to the local charity supported. I understand you have some special programs that businesses can get involved with to help the organization.
Yeah, there's a few ways. One of the ways is they can set up drives in their companies, and we come and pick them up and cooperate with them and help them set up posters or whatever they need. Another way is they can set up drop bins.
You got bikes, you got kids' toys, you got clothing. What else do they collect?
Well, actually, we break up donations into three categories. Clothing of any type or any fabric, and then the hard items that are miscellaneous items, and then the third category would be furniture.
Some people might have reservations about shopping at a thrift shop. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think in these economic times, I think
thrift shoppers can be shoppers who need to shop at thrift stores or shoppers who like the thrill of finding bargains. So I'm certainly not dressed for manual labor, but I'm not against helping out. My wife always has me doing stuff around the yard the minute I get home from work. The clothing is loaded up on these bins, specially weighed, loaded up on the trucks, and shipped off to their vendors. I'm here with Sue Samaroo. She's the Chief Operating Officer of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island. Sue, why don't you tell us how important this operation is to the overall mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Sure. What we do at Big Brothers Big Sisters is we provide mentoring services to children who are in need of a positive role model. Our big event in September is our Presidential Gala, which is on September 17th. Where it's a dinner at the Crest Hollow Country Club, and it's one of those events that really goes a long ways to help us with our mission.
So what kind of bargains do you find shopping at Savers?
At Savers I find housewares and clothes.
Did it make a difference to you when you decided to shop here that the money goes to charity?
Yes, it does make a difference to know I'm helping somebody.
Have you found any real treasures at the store?
Actually, I found one today, a little grandfather clock.
Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island's thrift business faces the same challenges as all businesses. From logistics to marketing, their operations and managers have to be creative and adapt to current market conditions. While the mission of the organization might not be to make profit for individuals or stockholders, The beneficiaries are the children that receive mentoring services to help them reach their full potential. Thank you for watching. I'm Rob Basso, and this has been Basso on Business. If you have an interesting business and think you have what it takes to make it on Basso on Business, contact us today.